squad over the last few days, following their European success in Iceland. Well, as you can see from that lineup, the victims have recovered sufficiently to take their usual places. Only Miodrag Krivokapic is ruled out through injury. Darren Jackson's early career at Tannadice was hampered by an ankle injury sustained against Celtic shortly after his arrival from Newcastle United. But he's blossomed this season and he's currently the Premier League's top scorer with 7 goals. Rangers are without Stuart Monroe, injured in Malta, and Mark Walters is relegated to the bench. So last week's Old Firm goal scorer Terry Hurlock, who is celebrating his 32nd birthday today, is back, and so too is Peter Hoystra to replace Walters. Maurice Johnston managed to score 2 goals for Rangers in a single game for the first time in Malta in midweek. All his other 21 goals coming in singles in his 53 competitive matches for the club so far. And the referee this afternoon, Mr. Donald McVicker from Curlook. Glorious conditions both overhead and underfoot as Dundee United start the match. Both sides undefeated in the Premier Division so far, with United having the edge, dropping only 1 point against Aberdeen last week at Pittodrie. Chris Woods showing his sharpness off his goal line to prevent a corner kick. And United clearly have done some hard tactical thinking about how to cope with the Rangers formation. It will be fascinating to see how these sides unfold. Free kick given quickly for that pull by Bowman on McCoist. Here's Richard Gough. Rangers opening up with their now familiar 3-man defence. Stevens, Butcher and Gough. And it looks as though Dave Bowman has been delegated the task of looking after Ali McCoist, playing in that withdrawn role behind Haitley and Johnston. McInally gives Billy Thompson an early touch of the ball. Van der Horn headed on there by Patalainen. He didn't get quite enough on that, and Darren Jackson was offside. A free kick to Rangers at the edge of the box. So Dundee United opening up with Freddie van der Horn sweeping behind Brian Welsh and Maurice Malpass as the markers. Malpass in the normal Krivokapic role. Jim McInally wide on the left. Alec Cleland wide on the right. Jackson down towards McKinley. That's for Patalainen on the run. Superb cover provided there by Gary Stevens. Well, that was fine play from United and top-class defending from Stevens. Malpass organising the United rear guard. Headed away there by Butcher. Stephen being hounded there by McInally. Here's Van der Horn. Headed on by Patalainen, but once again Jackson has gone a shade too early. He's offside. Hoystra to Spackman. McCoy showing himself ahead, followed by his shadow Bowman. Good running by Hoystra. Callan trying again, but still having no success, and he's penalised. A clumsy challenge on Hoystra. Well, this will be a major test for Alec Cleland, coping with the skills of Peter Hoystra on the left flank for Rangers. Good running by Stephen, he wasn't picked up. There's Johnston! Rangers take the lead, and the United defence is caught completely napping. Well, this is something of a nightmare for Dundee United. Beautifully played in there by Hoystra. Stephen made the run. There was Johnston so deadly inside the 6-yard box. But where, oh where, was the United defence? Trevor Stephen caught them out with that superb run, popping up in the inside left position. That has brought the Rangers fans to life. Here's Johnston again. And that goal from Maurice Johnston takes his tally for the season to 7, makes him joint top scorer in the Premier League with Darren Jackson. There's McKinnon. Paatelainen now on the left, taking on Stevens, using his power going through. And Stevens had to be very careful there not to concede any free kick. Would have been a penalty. This Dave Bowman penalised for the challenge on Harlock. And Bowman's protests will get him into trouble with the referee. Terry Butcher trying to calm down the United number 9. Well, it certainly was a crunching tackle that on Harlock. It's Paatelainen. Now Jackson. Neat turn away from Butcher. Supported well by McKinnon. Now Cleland. Here's McKinley. Showing excellent close control. He's away from Hoystra. Too high for Paatelainen. There's Bowman. Welsh calls for the ball. That came spinning off Trevor Stephen. United have won the corner kick. Welsh stays up with the attack to add his height to the United forward line for the corner kick. McKinley's corner. Well won by Haitley. Back with McKinley. Fine effort there by McKinley. Top-class goalkeeping too from Chris Woods. It was vital there that Woods held that. McKinley catching the keeper by surprise. That was a good save in the end. Spackman again offering himself deep in the midfield. Haitley's layoff finds Harlock. This is Hoystra. Good running by Goff. Welsh goes to meet him. Goff trying to send over a cross. That's fine play. The header by McCoist. Brilliant play once again from Rangers. Inspired by the run from Richard Goff, taking the pass from Hoystra, then making space for that cross. McCoist getting up well, but Thompson took it cleanly. The header by Welsh. Here's McCoist. Hoystra. Tremendous left foot, Peter Hoystra. And that was very carefully done by Malpass, avoiding any suggestion of handball. It's Hoystra again. And young Alec Cleland going in very reckless fashion there. The referee has given a throw to Dundee United. And Peter Hoystra is going to be spoken to for an outburst of dissent. He clearly thought he should have had a free kick for the reckless challenge by Alec Cleland. And it certainly was a tackle which Alec Cleland will not be terribly proud of. Maurice Johnston advising the Dutchman to keep quiet. Well, the Rangers bench Phil Boersma there with Walter Smith shaking the head from Boersma. So the referee clearly perfectly content that Cleland was trying to play the ball. That's why there was no free kick given, but it was a very heavy challenge. Here's Hoystra again, this time tackled by McInally. And Dundee United have switched their fullbacks. Jim McInally has been brought across to cope with Peter Hoystra, who has caused Alec Cleland so much trouble in the early stages. So a lot more experience there in the form of McInally to handle the Dutchman. Cleland has gone to left back, or wide left midfield, more accurately in United setup. Hoystra complaining bitterly once again towards the referee. He will be well advised to desist from that, having been booked already. Bowman hooks it forward. There's Spackman, now McKinley. Here's Jackson. Taken out of the play there by Richard Goff. And Goff will be in trouble. A reckless challenge by Goff, no question about that. Darren Jackson had to leap out of the way. Well, I wonder if that's a direct reaction to the fact that Alec Cleland was unpunished for the attempt to make the tackle on Peter Hoystra a few minutes ago. McInally's free kick, up goes Paatelainen, he got up very well indeed to that. He's so dangerous in the air, the big Finnish international. Still to break his duck this season. But just look how well Paatelainen gets up to this above the towering Rangers defenders, and the header goes over. Here's Spackman. Hoystra again has found space on the left. Again, Brian Welsh is there for Dundee United, but they can't get the ball out of their half. Rangers piling on the pressure. Haitley to Stephen. Now Hurlock. Spackman. Johnston. Hoystra. McInally forcing him inside. Here's Bowman. Almost showed that to Ali McCoist. Well, Bowman showing lots of confidence, but he might easily have set up a chance for McCoist there. United's hearts in their mouths, I reckon, as this ball came across. Look how McInally prevents Hoystra going outside, forces the area across, and Bowman showing his composure there. McCoist it was to turn it behind. Here's Trevor Stephen. Well, pass is dropped in behind Van der Hoorn this time. Paatelainen. Challenged fiercely by Hurlock. Now Goff for Rangers. Hoystra taken very late by McInally. Well, there's serious trouble here for Jim McInally. Peter Hoystra has been the victim of one or two heavy tackles already, but that was by far the worst. Jim McInally coming flying in late and recklessly, and Peter Hoystra in need of treatment. And the question is, which colour of card will referee McVicker show to the Scottish international? Well, the match has been simmering for some time, particularly since Alec Cleland's miss on Peter Hoystra. A long lecture from McVicker, the yellow card it is. And Jim McInally making himself fortunate here. He goes in very late and clumsily on Hoystra. So McInally is booked. Peter Hoystra is back on his feet. So 3 bookings in the last 6 minutes of the match. And here goes Maurice Johnston for Rangers with a fine chance. Van der Hoorn had to be careful. And Maurice Johnston is complaining bitterly to his teammate that no one made a near post run. And I think this will show he has some justification. That was played beyond Billy Thompson, but no one came to the near post. And that allowed Freddie Van der Hoorn to make the clearance. Here's Stephen with the corner kick. Up goes Haitley. Clean, confident handling by Thompson. Well, pass forward, there's Hurlock. Bowman towards McKinnon. Hurlock goes in late. Well, Terry Hurlock's been getting the burnt from the United fans from the early stages of the match. He's going to be spoken to by referee McVicker for that. And Ray McKinnon, to his tremendous credit, is indicating to the referee that he doesn't insist on any action being taken. Well, that does the youngster tremendous credit. Hurlock is warned by the referee. Well, the early fluency in terms of football has disappeared from the match at the moment, as Dundee United have got much closer to their direct opponents, made it difficult for Rangers to put together the kind of quality passes we saw in the very early stages of the match. But still Rangers dominant over the piece. There's Terry Butcher sending it in early for Johnston, who's onside. Well, that was top-class defending by Brian Welsh. He was very quick indeed to spot the danger there as Johnston was in the clear. It was set up here by Terry Butcher. Butcher flighting that across in an angled fashion to the far corner of the box. Johnston let fly, and Welsh was in the way. Thompson opts for the aerial route this time. The skid off. Butcher! This picture tells the story. Terry Butcher with an own goal has equalised for Dundee United. as Butcher leaves Woods helpless with that header. Well, this was down to the kicking power of Billy Thompson. The wind, which forced Butcher to misjudge the ball in flight. He got his head to it all right. Woods had advanced off his line, and that left him helpless as the ball sailed beyond him to bring United back in level terms. Butcher's header picked up by McKinnon. He's got help from Cleland. United now have men forward supporting this move. One of them is Jackson, well tackled by Spackman. Darren Jackson complaining bitterly that no one gave him a call to let him know that Spackman was there. Goff leaves it to Hoystra. There's Spackman. Johnston trying to find Hateley inside. Welsh has had a good first half for United. Pass not quite so telling though. Gallen's header collected by Graham McKinnon, but that's the last of the tremendous first half action. It really has been a dramatic and fascinating first 45 minutes. It was Maurice Johnston who sent the Rangers fans delirious in just 5 minutes with a fine opportunist goal set up by Hoystra and Trevor Stephen. It looked as though Rangers may take complete control of the proceedings, but then Billy Thompson in 39 minutes with a huge kick out found the head of Terry Butcher slightly off balance, and the back header drifted over Chris Woods to put United back in level terms. United undoubtedly the happier side going off at this stage, still all even at half time. It's Dundee United 1, Rangers 1. The Rangers have the benefit of the wind for the second period, but I'm not sure that's an advantage. Most quality football sides are not helped by a wind behind. They'd almost prefer to play against the wind, except whether in shooting positions. And Dundee United certainly are one of these teams who prefer to play against the breeze. So there's a new approach required by both sides for this second half, and if it produces as much entertainment as the first half, then the capacity crowd here will be delighted. A foul by Hoystra. Well, it was so impressive, that early first half performance from Rangers. There's Chris Woods coming for that with Terry Butcher. There's trouble here, and that was handled, was it, by Butcher? The referee says no, and Woods saves the day. Well, this is quite remarkable, the confusion which gave United equaliser re-emerging. Butcher and Woods going for the same ball. It broke here, it was eased into space here by Patalainen. Now watch Terry Butcher here. The referee deciding that he did not play it with his hand. And Woods came to the rescue. But what a let-off for Rangers right at the start of the second half. Well, we'll see now the distance Thompson can get against the wind. Well, doing well to clear the halfway line. Harlock lofts it forward. Hateley and Welsh having a little tussle in the air. Here's McCoy's with Johnston in space. Fine goalkeeping there by Billy Thompson. This was all down to positioning and angles by Thompson, but it's a let-off for Maurice Malpass, the Dundee United skipper, who was caught out here, dwelling in the ball, allowing that challenge to come in from McCoist. Johnston was in space, the first time shot, and Thompson narrowed the angle. Patalainen got the touch. There's Jackson into space for McKinnon. Butcher goes across. McKinnon's cross. There's Jackson. Patalainen goes in. He appeared to be caught there by Harlock. And the referee waves aside. Penalty claims. Mixu Patalainen is incensed as he raced in this cross from McKinnon. Helped on the first time by Jackson. Now just watch Harlock with Patalainen. There's Harlock. And that was a clear foul by Harlock. Surely that would have been a penalty kick had the referee seen it from this angle. Headed by Butcher. McKinnon to McInally. Here's McKinley. Breaks back to McKinnon. That came off Butcher. Dundee United think it was handball, but surely there could have been no question of that being deliberate. Rangers trying to hit back in the break now with Haitley. Still Haitley in possession. Hit that strongly enough. Welsh and Haitley having another angry exchange off the ball here. But there was McKinnon, and certainly it may have struck the hand of Butcher, but surely could not have been deliberate. Well, United remain intent on making sure that Rangers don't get into their stride. They've certainly gone about their business in the second half with a lot of purpose, Dundee United. And at this stage, they've had the better of second half exchanges. There's Jackson showing fine control. Angling that in for McInally. He was onside. That was a golden opportunity. McInally knows it all right. Brilliant play this from Darren Jackson, looking up, spotting McInally making the run. He was all on his own and would surely there would have been helpless had McInally made contact. Put his head to that. Headed away by Cleland for another Rangers corner kick. Rangers corner this time. Dropped by Billy Thompson. Oh, the referee has given a free kick against Terry Butcher. Clearly thinks that Butcher kicked the ball out of the goalkeeper's hands, but I must confess it did appear to me to be free. Seemed to be simple enough in the first place, then he lost it. And it's dangerous play, I think, by Butcher, lifting his boot too high. That's why the free kick's been given. Harlock. Now Johnston. Supported well by Gary Stevens. Welsh with the head clearance. Back with Harlock. Haitley nodding it down. There's Stephen. Twisting and turning. Looking for support. He gets that from Hoystra. There's McCoist. A superb glancing header there from Ali McCoist. It so nearly gave Rangers the lead. And look at the part again, played by Peter Hoystra. What a talented left foot he has. Angling this ball in. McCoy's getting up well, and Thompson surely there would have been beaten. Here's Jackson. McKinley in space now with a shooting chance. Well, I wonder if he regrets not taking the ball a few strides further forward. He had time to do that. Well created though by Darren Jackson. Brave, skillful play there by Jackson. McKinley looked up, then trying to drive the ball beyond Woods. There's Van der Horn. Now Jackson. Playing the ball against Goff's face. Throw to United. Bowman. McKinley. Well, that's fine play by McKinley. In comes Patalainen. That appeared to be handballed by Stevens that time. The United fans behind the goal incensed about that. Well, referee Donald McVickers has some very tough decisions to make in this match. Remember, with just one fleeting glimpse of things, here was Patalainen coming in with a header. It certainly was handled by Gary Stevens. The question is, was it deliberate? Here's Goff. Oyster's found space behind McInally. Across goes Malpass. And McKinnon appeared to be caught in two minds. There's Trevor Stephen. Breaks out for Johnston. And a very sharp piece of goalkeeping again from Billy Thompson. Pulled back there by Hoystra. McKinnon driving it into the danger area. There was how Van der Horn became injured, but look at this for a good piece of goalkeeping by Thompson. Stephen with a corner kick. Well gathered by Thompson. So long on the sidelines while Alan Main made the position his own throughout last season, but seizing his chance following Alan Main being ordered off in the first match of the season. This is Gary Stevens. Welsh is penalised for a bit of a push there on Hateley. Activity now on the Rangers bench. Mark Walters is being prepared for action. Two in the wall, Hoystra and Stephen over the free kick. Gary Stevens offers himself on the right. Hateley got the slightest of touches and Welsh turned it behind for the corner. Disappointing corner though, hooked away by McKinnon. Richard Goff at the back. There's Stephen finding space on the left. Away from Clown again. It's a second chance. Set something up using Spackman this time. Spackman once again. The dummy by Johnson. There's Harlock. That would have brought the house down without question. Patiently created on the left by Rangers. Stephen and Spackman involved, looking for the opening, probing away. There was Spackman. Now Boris Johnston was aware of Harlock's positioning. He dummied the ball into the path, the midfield player, and that's just past the upright. Misjudged by both Matalainen and Stevens. There goes Jackson, outpacing Butcher. Looks up for support. Back it goes to McKinley. 2-1 to Dundee United. The celebrations on the terraces and on the field, and that was a magnificent strike from Billy McKinley. Well, these United players, I'm sure, overjoyed. Darren Jackson playing a key role in this, looking up, taking his time, judging the pass into the path of Billy McKinley, and that's as clean a strike as you can hope to see. Well, Billy McKinley has been trying frequently with long-range shots to beat Chris Woods, and he's made it at last with that tremendous effort. That goal coming 8 minutes from the end. Boris Johnston chesting it down for Stephen. A good move this from Rangers. Here's Walters. Across the far post, there's Richard Goff. Well, Billy Thompson will not be denied this afternoon. Goff clearly trying to play it across the face of the keeper. It's a good ball from Walters. Goff steering it in the blind side, trying to know that across the face of the goal, but Thompson stretched his frame to catch it. Chris Woods races out of his box. There's John Brown, and there goes the final whistle. Referee Donald McVicker brings a dramatic game to an end. A game won by Dundee United. It was a tribute to their grit and their determination, their never-say-die spirit. They were outplayed totally in the first half hour, then came right back into things with the odd goal from Terry Butcher, and then had Billy McKinley to thank for that stunning winning goal in 82 minutes. The final score at Tannadice, Dundee United 2, Rangers 1.